Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Nom Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today reviewing another one of these Red Bull editions, but this one is going to be on the winter edition and it's going to be on the fig and apple. So you're probably wondering what flavour this is and why I haven't got it here in England. Well, basically this is a Swedish Red Bull and a obviously special winter edition out there, and like I said, the fig and apple says nothing is in English. So anyways, I got this drink off from the website Sweets and Sour. He had them on there for a reasonable price, and yeah, the can is a bit dented, so I do apologise if it does look a bit weird on camera, but you know, these cans do take a battering sometimes when they are imported, you know, halfway around the world. Sometimes they do get a bit damaged in transit. Anyways, so let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So obviously we have the usual kind of edition style packaging which we're all used to now, which is a little bit different to normal Red Bull design and layout of their cans. Obviously the editions have the balls in a different place, and they kind of have the main bit of the font there, the Red Bull down there, and then they generally have the flavour along the little line with the dot at the end. That's how they generally lay out their edition cans. Also, this one is like a weird, I don't know what colour, but it's like a weird off green in a way. It's like a darker green, but a really off, just weird coloured green, really, isn't it? I can't really pinpoint it, but yeah, it's certainly a interesting colour at the end of the day. But yeah, and then on the back we just got ingredients and stuff, which again, nothing's in English, which I can't read. On the bottom we've got nothing, and on the top everything is all standard and silver, apart from the pour ring, which has the Red Bull cut out in the pour tab there, which small differences like that make a nice difference. Anyway, so like I said, can't read anything. So literally the sugar content is 11 grams per 100 ml, which is 1 gram above the old average, which used to be 10 grams before the sugar tax. Contains our usual vitamins, which are niacin, pantothenic acid, vitamin B6 and B12, and the caffeine content, I'm sure, is 32 milligrams per 100 ml, so it's bang on the average there as well. Apart from that, yeah, there's just, I really can't figure it out. So fig and apple. So apple is obviously you know, known worldwide. Everyone pretty much knows what an apple tastes like. Fig, however, is not so much well known worldwide. I mean, I've never had a fig or tried a fig or had any sort of fig juice or anything, and I think most people in England haven't tried figs or had figs, because again, it's one of those fruits that just isn't popular. So this is certainly gonna be a first for me tasting of figs, but as I said, as far as the apple side, everyone knows what an apple tastes like. Anyways, it's nice and cold. I have my Zesty Lime Studios cup, so nevertheless, let's open it and get straight into it. Hopefully it won't explode over me. So I'm guessing the colour is going to be kind of the appley type. I'm going to guess the appley type colour, which is that kind of like usual brownish colour, but I could be wrong. Right, let's see. Am I correct? There we go. Right, and the colour is, that's correct. Yep. There we go, the appley type colour. We'll just put that to one side. So yeah, so the fizz seems to be, again, just around the more on the lighter side again, which is what I personally prefer. I don't like it when drinks are super fizzy, like Coke or Pepsi or stuff. I find they just fill you up on bubbles and gas. But yeah, certainly more on the lightly sparkling side, which is always preferable anyway, certainly Red Bull. The colour, yeah, it is that kind of usual type brownish appley colour style, which is correct, I guess, correctly, and it is kind of see-through, as you can kind of see my face at all through the drink. But yes, just that nice colour. Anyways, so let's give it a closer smell and see what we can smell of. It smells, there's a weird smell in there, and I think that's the fig, to be honest with you, because again, I've never smelt fig in my life, so I assume that's what the fig smells like. And I think there is apple there in the background in terms of the smell, but I think the fig is really overpowering the apple smell. It reminds me of a I don't know, for some reason it reminds me of some sort of like, I don't know, kind of like dentist's mouthwash smell, if that makes sense. Interesting. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Nevertheless, guys, let's taste some. Ooh, that is oh wow, that is interesting. I will say off the bat, there definitely is a two mix of flavours there. You definitely do notice the apple, but at the same time, I believe that is the fig taste at the beginning. And I'm trying to compare it to something else because this is the first time I've ever tasted fig, and it's interesting, shall I say. Yeah, it's an interesting blend they've got there. I think, I said my initial reaction to it was there was a really weird taste. A taste that I've not tasted before. I think, yes, that was literally a fig that I've never had. That kind of died off, and then you kind of got this appley aftertaste kind of towards the end of the drink and everything like that, which is fine. But the actual fig itself, again, I'm trying to think of something in comparison to kind of, you know, something that resembles that, you know, your viewers will understand in terms of fig, especially said coming from me that's never had fig before. So I mean the whole drink, I mean it's okay, to be honest with you. It's not like super nice or anything like that. It doesn't seem disgusting either way. It just seems somewhere kind of along the middle lines, which I guess is okay. The best way probably to describe the fig, it doesn't seem that sweet, to be honest with you. And again, that's even coming from, you know, full sugar drink and everything else. It doesn't seem like a really sweet syrupy kind of flavour, so I don't think fig might not be on the super sweet side. If anything, it tastes a bit more planty, I think, in my opinion. I feel like it just tastes a bit more planty at the beginning, and then I say once your apple kicks in, then it kind of sweetens up a bit and you think, okay, yeah, here's the apple taste, you know, great. But whatever they've done, they've got a good blend of both flavours, because you may really like the fig flavour and stuff, which is fine. So obviously at the beginning you get that fig flavour, albeit it tastes more on the planty side, and then the apple comes in towards the end of the drink. Let me take a few more sips, because this is really unique and interesting. Yeah, you just get that really strong fig kick initially, and it just tastes planty, and you get that apple at the end. Yeah, really interesting blend there. But every time I drink it, it doesn't get any better, nor does it get any other worse. I think if the drink was, anywhere near remotely warm or not cold, I think it would taste pretty bad, to be honest with you. I think as this nice cold, that's kind of helped, you know, a little bit with the flavour and stuff. But ultimately, it's certainly not the best Red Bull flavour out there. Certainly not the best edition flavour out there by a long shot. But it's interesting, something different, and it's certainly a first for me when it comes to fig. But I just think the fig itself in there just does not seem, just, you know, I'm not jumping up and down about it. It's not nice. It's okay. It's just, it's not nice, really. So yeah. So I think, how many zesties should I give it out of 10? I think I'll give it probably, oh, I don't know, but I think 3 or 4. I think a 3 or 4. Now I'll probably give it 3 zesties. 3 zesties out of 10. Maybe a bit harsh. Maybe I should give it a 4. But I think I don't know. The fig is just, I definitely wouldn't buy this again. You see, you know, based on that, where some other flavors, like, yeah, I'll maybe try again and stuff. But really, I don't know. It just tastes a bit odd, a bit weird at the beginning, the fig. So yeah, so I think, yeah, 3 zesties out of 10. But to any viewers, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Cry.